Doomhammer and welcome to the weekly vlog update of Friday, March 13th, 2015. A very special day because it marks the 2-year anniversary of me on Twitch. I'll talk about that later. In this vlog I'm also going to talk about, of course, about what happened in the past week and what's going to happen in the next upcoming week if things go according to plan. Now, last Friday I did a 3-hour stream of Burnout Paradise, and after that I decided to have a look-see into how many people were online for Mental Omega. And surprise, surprise, exactly 18. And since I am a man of my word, I switched to Mental Omega and did a 2-ish hour stream with song requests. It was kind of slow. There was literally a couple of minutes where I was just sitting back like this, waiting for people to join my game, but eventually we got things going. And it made me kind of think about song requests and Mental Omega. And I've got some bad news. I'm going to scrap them until Rise of the Reds comes out, and then once Rise of the Reds is out, I'm gonna be doing weekly streams of Rise of the Reds with song requests on Friday evening, because I'm expecting that there are plenty of people online to play with and that I'll have plenty of song requests to deal with. On Saturday I did a 2-hour stream of Burnout Paradise multiplayer, followed by 2-ish hours of Cards Against Humanity. Was it more like 1 hour and 1.5 hour? Anyway, Cards Against Humanity. We did 3 games, and I was joined by Shadowy and Dutchy Gamer and Vasily again. So it was really a lot of fun. Sunday, of course, Rise of the Reds, and in the last vlog I said I didn't talk to the Hunter yet, but I completely forgot that everything was pretty much set as soon as the last stream of Rise of the Reds last week was done, because I already had the promo image and it was already determined that we would start at 2 PM GMT. I completely forgot about that, but then again, you know, busy, I tend to forget something. Monday the stream started an hour later, and it was of course the Allied campaign of Red Alert 3 together with Shadow E. Once again, I'll leave a link to his Twitch and his YouTube in the movie description, because we are uploading this to our own channels on YouTube from our own perspectives, and we're doing each mission as a separate video. So if you really want to have a look-see at every mission, if you've seen them from my perspective and you've seen them from your perspective if you've ever played Red Alert 3, but you're curious to see how the mission would go from the other person's perspective, there's your chance. You should definitely go check it out. Tuesday, same thing. We did the first 4 missions on Monday. We did the next 3 missions on Tuesday, so that was 7 missions in total done. And on Wednesday I did check, before I started Burnout Paradise, I did check to see if there were enough players on Mental Omega, but there were about 7. So that was definitely, if I would have done Mental Omega, it would have definitely been a waste of my time. And I just did Burnout Paradise. I managed to finish off the billboards on last Saturday, thanks to Vasily, who showed me how to get the very last billboard that I needed. And on Wednesday I finished off all of the jumps in the city, and I still was missing 1 smash gate, and I finished that one off too. And after that I just decided to continue on my path with events, burning routes, races, road rages. I've even done a couple of marked men, and of course I already was done with the stunt runs, so I don't ever have to do this again. And I have decided that I'm definitely going to finish all the events, and I might look into on YouTube to see what those remaining things are. Road rules with showtimes. I might look into that, so that, you know, I might do them myself to see if that will give me the final things that I need, because I kind of want to go for 100%, but I don't want to waste my time with just try. But that remains to be seen. Now yesterday, on Thursday, was supposed to be the finale of the Allied campaign in Red Alert 3. Unfortunately, Shadow Eastgate didn't like it. We loaded the mission, or we went into the cutscenes with like the briefing and such, and then after the countdown, when the mission would load, Shadow Eastgate would constantly crash. We gave it 3, 4, 5 attempts, and after that we were just like, you know what, it's not going to work. So what we've decided is that tomorrow, Saturday, on the 14th, we will do it at 1 PM GMT, but I'll talk about that in a moment. And that brings us. So this week, what am I doing this week? Tonight, I think I'm just going to jump back into Burnout Paradise. I might do one final summer quest stream of Mental Omega, but again, that all depends. 18 people online at 9 PM GMT. If not, then not. On Saturday, as I said, I'm going to be doing 2 streams. One is the finale of the Allied co-op campaign. We're going to see if the game will actually let us do that. Because of course we were severely frustrated by the fact that Shadow Eastgate constantly crashed yesterday. So we're going to see if that works, and we'll do the last 2 missions then, hopefully, so that on Monday we can start the Empire of the Rising Suns campaign. Saturday evening, multiplayer madness. I think I want to do some more Cards Against Humanity. I'm going to see if I can get some people to join me with Mounts for Friends. Or I might do some other things like Burnout Paradise. I might just jump back into a session for Counter-Strike Global Offensive. But that remains to be seen. Sunday, we're probably going to start Rise of the Reds an hour later, because the Hunter isn't available, and thus far we're not really certain yet that Combat Crimson can join us. So we're also looking into the possibility that Comrade, aka Lewis, could join us instead. So keep your eyes on my Facebook page, because I'll be talking about that. I'll be posting the update on Saturday there after I'm done streaming about what exactly is going to happen, and I'll also tell you there who's my co-commentator. Monday, if everything goes to plan on Saturday during the afternoon, Shadow and I will start the co-op campaign of the Empire of the Rising Sun. We want to do the first 4 missions on Monday, so that we have the next 3 missions until the 7th mission to do on Tuesday. So that we'll be doing the 5th, 6th and 7th mission on Tuesday. Wednesday, probably Burnout Paradise, maybe Mental Omega. Remains to be seen, it all depends on how many people are online. And Thursday, hopefully the finale of Red Alert 3 Empire of the Rising Sun campaign. Now, the question that I've been receiving is, when I'm done with Red Alert 3, am I going to do Uprising? The answer is yes, I'm definitely going to do Uprising. Because I feel if you're doing a game and there is an expansion or DLC, do that as well. Because you want to do the entire experience. And I definitely want to share the entire experience with my audience. Now, I also heard that there are some like challenges, and I'm probably going to do those, but I have absolutely no idea what they're all about. I might have to look them up on YouTube. No guarantees on that yet. And what's going to happen on next Friday, that remains to be seen for the next vlog. For the special topic this week, it's my 2-year anniversary on Twitch. It has been 2 years that I did my first live stream ever, and I want to talk about that. My first ever live stream was just a test stream on my own channel for Mental Omega, because I was supposed to be the live streamer of Mental Omega. But within the whole modding community on Revora, no one had a single clue how live streaming would work. And I talked to like the bigger people up there, not regular members, but just like, hey, does anyone in your own team know how streaming works, and unfortunately no one did. So that left me with just having to find out everything on my own. And it took about a month before we finally figured out the perfect setting, and before it kind of felt kind of natural. We did 2 streams per week, Wednesdays and Fridays. And about a month later, in April, Speeder made the Mental Meisters channel and forced me to stream on there instead. This also explains why my channel is named Paul Jongens. Of course, it's my real name, but I made that channel back in the day because it was supposed to be nothing more than a test channel. And after that, I was originally supposed to delete it, but I decided to keep it for some strange reason, because occasionally I would just stream Mental Omega on my own channel, and those were just casual, regular, silly streams. I remember one stream where the Zenithist was here and we got drunk to shit, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Luckily all of those streams are gone, because compared to how things go now, those were very amateuristic. But it's still kind of funny if you ever have seen those, and you do remember those streams, that you see how much I've grown thus far as a streamer and as a commentator, which I really like about it. You know, it's just constantly you learn new things, and your commentary style may change a little bit, and that's just really a lot of fun for me. And I also watch a lot of other streamers and learn from them, and that also helps me grow as a streamer myself, of course. In August of 2013, I started streaming Red Resurrection, mod made by OmegaBot. It was also the pre-release, just the internal beta, and it was different for me. And we decided, because of course it's nowhere near as big as Mental Omega, that I would stream it about once a month. And that was pretty much all of the extra things I did on my own channel. The occasional Friday Mental Omega stream on my channel, and then the Red Resurrection streams on Fridays on my own channel. Until January, when I started streaming Attack Superior, made by Graham Villach. The first stream I highlighted one match of that. You can find that in the highlights on my channel on Twitch, and that was the match, of course, where I played against Grail. And what a match that was! It was so much fun. Just both commentators as opponents, neither of us really knowing what we were doing, and hearing Grail suffer like that, it's just okay. I'm a sinister person. I enjoy that. I enjoy hearing other people suffer without actually being in pain. And I can imagine that you guys at home will enjoy seeing me suffer as well. And I think that might be also one of the reasons why some of you Rise of the Reds fans really want to see me play. But I'm willing to suffer not that much. not that much. And the week afterwards, after the first stream of Attack Superior, I started streaming Twisted Insurrection, and I don't really want to talk about that. All I'm going to say is that sometime in March I quit doing that, and that's all I'm going to say about it, really. And in February of 2014, the day after my birthday, was the second time I talked to the Hunter. Originally I started talking to him in January, when Dutchy Gamer told me about both Rise of the Reds and Twisted Insurrection looking into setting up streams of their own. And with Rise of the Reds, originally I just wanted to help out the person that was going to do the streams. I was never intending to do the streams myself, because this was Generals we're talking about, and Generals was a game that I've never really gotten into, I've never really cared much about. But unfortunately, despite the fact that the guys were indeed talking about setting up streams of their own, they really didn't have anyone to do it. And thus the Hunter kind of tried to persuade me into liking Rise of the Reds. He gave me access to the forums, to the beta forums. He gave me all of the files I needed, including the internal beta, despite the fact that I didn't even say yet if I was or was not going to do it. I just got it. I installed everything, and he called me up on Skype. He said like, hey, how about we do a voice chat, and we just play a comp stomp a little bit, just see if you like it. And I'm glad he was so persuasive. So like, you have to do this, you want to do this, because we're more than a year further, and I'm still enjoying the living crap out of it. I'm so glad that I was able to be persuaded by the Hunter for trying to stream Rise of the Reds. I tried Russia, and I instantly fell in love with it. February 15th was the day that I did a live stream. It was about 1 hour long, and it was the first Rise of the Red stream I did, where the Hunter and I just talked about our plans for like streams of Rise of the Reds. And you can find that stream if you're really curious. I'll leave a link to that in the movie description on the SWR channel here on YouTube. I'll leave a link to the video directly, so you can see what my first ever live stream of Rise of the Reds was like. Also, right away, the beta team just gave me a super warm welcome. Crimson just added me on Skype, talked to me all of a sudden, and like, hey, you want to do a comp stomp? And Bruce came in, added me on Skype, a bunch of other people added me on Skype, and I just had no clue what the hell was going on. But it was an awesome experience nonetheless. March 9th, just a week before my 1-year stream anniversary of 2014, was the first day that I streamed Rise of the Reds, and from the moment that we announced that I was going to do the live streams of Rise of the Reds, I saw my channel grow like crazy. And what I should have done, because I had been thinking about it at the time, was making a new channel and call that Hecthor Doomhammer, so that it would make more sense that, you know, I call myself Hecthor Doomhammer on the internet, so why should I make my own Twitch channel be something else? But after the announcement of Rise of the Reds, people started to follow my channel. It kind of grew out of hand, and I was just like, you know what, never mind, I'm not going to change my channel name, I'm not going to start a new channel, and we'll just have to deal with it. And thus I do. And ever since, things got out of hand, just completely crazy. And within the same year, I did a 250 follower special, where of course you guys may remember, it was in May I believe, that people could challenge me to Mental Omega, because people have been asking me, begging me, screaming in my ear basically, like, Doomy, you should play on stream, we want to see you play on stream. And I'm constantly like, no, I'm not going to, because I don't enjoy that. And I gave everyone an opportunity for 2 hours. And my goodness, what the hell. Tequila, Admiral Pitt, I believe Laird as well, Uprising JC at least. There were a bunch of other people that were way better than me, and I really did not enjoy it. But in no time, I got up to 500 followers. At 400 followers, I was thinking to myself, well, I really want to do the 666 follower special, and that was purely with the face cam intended, purely because of this thing, my mic. As I received €200 in donations in January, February, March, I decided to buy this microphone, and after I bought it, I was just like, I want to share this with people. I want to see, like, hey, these donations are going into a good cause. So I made a couple of pictures, and I posted them on the forums in my Facebook. And that was actually the one thing that sparked my wish, kind of, for like a 666 follower special where I would review my face. The ultimate even. So unfortunately, some people didn't take that as a joke. So as I got close to 500 followers, the 666 follower special was already confirmed to happen. But as I got close to 500 followers, I was thinking like, maybe I should do a 500 follower special, but what will I do? And that was the Q&A. I ran a straw poll for a couple of weeks during all of the streams I did, asking, would you guys be interested in doing a Q&A, where you guys ask me questions, I answer them on stream. And well, after 450 followers, I was like, well, you know what? The vast majority, over 80% of the people voted yes, so I'm gonna do it. And at 450 followers, I opened up all of the routes where people could send me their questions. And I explained in my vlogs that I did, those were my first two vlogs, how it was going to work. If I would get enough questions from people that I could trace back to Rise of the Reds, I would start out with a Mental Omega stream and then switch over to Rise of the Reds in the second part. Unfortunately, only 2 people that I could trace back to Rise of the Reds did ask questions, so I decided, well, apparently those people don't care enough, neither will I. So I'm going to focus fully on Mental Omega. And it was a 2-ish hour stream, and I received a total over 60 questions. And that was pretty awesome. I did receive a couple more questions, but those were more about my job and personal things that I really don't want to talk about on stream, because those are things I don't talk about on stream, and those are things that I don't talk about my stream during those things. So I really keep those separated. And after that, of course, my 666 follower special, Vanisher of Hope, donated $100 to me, which I spent to buy the camera I'm looking at right now. You're seeing me through this camera, and I bought this green screen. Yes, it's actually a little roll over there. Yes, it's kind of dirty up there, but oh well. I bought that green screen from the $100 that Vanisher of Hope donated. And the Hunter came over at December 5th and 6th, or 6th and 7th, I don't really remember, but it was around that period. And we did the 666 follower special, where during a Rise of the Red stream, because I wanted the most people to see it, people could see my face and could see my responses to, you know, how my usual responses are during the live stream of Rise of the Reds. And of course, to keep things fair, I also decided I'm gonna play one match so that people could see my face when I have to suffer. And I did suffer. Because it was against Vanisher of Hope, he was GLA, and he kicked my ass pretty hard. The reason why you don't see my face on Rise of the Red streams anymore is because of the request from the Hunter that all pre-release streams, at least all pre-release streams, and probably once the release has happened, once every week, for the streams that I am going to upload to the FWR channel, that I am not to put my face on camera. And of course, since he's the guy that gave me my logo, gave me the intro movie that you saw at the beginning of the video, gave me all the images for the banners, the avatar, and the buttons on my Twitch channel, and he provides me the promo pics for Rise of the Red streams. He does stuff for me, I do stuff for him. So if he doesn't want my face on the official streams for Rise of the Reds, all of the pre-release streams, I'm perfectly fine with that. If he doesn't want my face or the chat and the chat on it, then I'll do it. But of course, once the mod is released, it's a free-for-all, everyone can do whatever the hell they want, and certainly I will too. And that means that once it's released, and I do stream it more often, which will definitely happen, you'll see my face on camera as well. Because ever since I got my face cam, I also started streaming Mental Omega with my face cam on, so that's something that you can expect in the future. And currently, let me have a quick look, 818 followers on Twitch. And people have been asking me, is there going to be a new follower special, like 1,000? The answer is no. Well, maybe. maybe. I don't expect that I will reach the 1000 followers before Rise of the Reds 1.85 is out. I expect to achieve that point once we're there, after the release. So I might do another Q&A where I am just going to stream Rise of the Reds, so that the people, the fans of Rise of the Reds, will actually have their mod being played, and that they will also have a second chance at asking questions. I've also been asked if I'm going to do t-shirts, merchandise, and I am actually wearing a shirt of Carmageddon Reincarnation. I'm really excited for that game. And of course you have seen my own shirt in the first ever vlog that I did, and on my 666 follower special. And I've been thinking about that, but to be honest, I don't think I'm awesome enough to have shirts. I think I may look into it once I get up to 1500 followers. I'm gonna look into like how it works, and I might do t-shirts if I reach 2000 followers, but that remains to be seen. But I think that at the moment, if I ever get partnered, then I'm definitely gonna do t-shirts. So if you want t-shirts, better tell your friends and family to follow my channel and to watch my streams, because the more viewers I have, the higher chance I get to be partners, and the sooner you will have your t-shirts. Now, what I did forget to mention is Rise of the Reds is also the reason why I started uploading videos here on YouTube. Because the Hunter was asking me to upload all of the streams at least to the SWR channel, and I still do that. And then I asked him, hey, do you mind if I do it also on my channel here on YouTube, so that, you know, this can grow. And I might just try and get this up and running. And I got permission. And thus I also asked Rayon, and I asked Omega Bolt if it was okay that I upload the streams onto my YouTube channel, and that was okay. So all of a sudden my channel was a thing on YouTube all of a sudden. Instead of just having it for leaving comments and leaving likes, all of a sudden I was a content creator. I researched a little bit in video editing. Camtasia 8 was the program that was recommended to me, and I'm currently using Camtasia 7 for editing this video. And I liked it. I experimented with it to a point where I actually spent 8 hours on one single video. That was a 2-hour stream, but of course back in that day I would cut out all of the conversations in between the matches. I would have a screen at the start of the match saying it's this person versus that person, this faction versus that faction on this map, and then I would have a screen after the match saying, well, this person lost, that person won, and that was what I was doing the entire time. I actually stopped doing that because I felt that I was spending way too much time in video editing compared to what I got back out of it. And well, if you spend 8 hours per stream just editing it, and you have to wait like 2 hours before it's converted, and you have to wait 2 hours before it's rendered, and then you have to wait 2 hours until it's uploaded, it actually just involves a lot more time than just the editing. And that is what kind of just made me stop doing it. And the Hunter, right off the get-go, said to me that as long as there's a video of the stream to upload, he doesn't care how it looks. And that is also the reason why I stopped editing the Rise of the Red streams, because he just doesn't care. He just wants to have the stream uploaded on YouTube. I'm just recording videos, streaming videos, and uploading them as a whole. The recent games that I've been doing, I'm just highlighting them. I'm just highlighting the streams, sections of an hour, half an hour, or missions or a game in Cards Against Humanity, and I export them to YouTube so that you really see it's just the one game or the one mission per video. And I think what I'll do for, like, if I ever do another RTS or another mission based game, then I'll do it like that as well, instead of just me playing for an hour cut, next hour, cut, next hour, etc. Now going back to me being on Twitch for 2 years. Am I going to do anything special for that? And the answer is no. I'm just going to do what I usually do a stream. Especially since December, November, I've been streaming pretty much every single day. So any day that I stream could be something special because I get to stream. But doing something special for me celebrating that I'm 2 years on Twitch, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think anniversaries for a stream, being active on Twitch for so long as a live streamer for any year, any amount of years, should be worthy of a celebration. If I get partnered, I'll definitely do something very special. As I said, I will definitely do t-shirts, but I'll probably do something else as well. Marathon streams, I'm not really a fan of. I don't see the need to like stream for 12 hours, 24 hours. I've seen people do 72 hours, and I value my health and sanity enough to say that's never going to happen. Not on my end. If I'm going to do a marathon stream, it's going to be the same way that I did it on my recent birthday special. That was special enough, where I did a 6-hour stream and then 4 more hours after dinner. I think that's like good enough. That should be good enough for like a special. And that's probably something I'm going to do next year as well for my birthday, depending on what I do at around my birthday. But I'll definitely do another birthday special. But as being on Twitch for 2 years, as I said, there's nothing special going to happen. I'm just going to stream tonight at 7 p.m. GMT. And keep in mind, for the US, daylight saving has started, but here in Europe it hasn't. So for a little while it's going to be 2 p.m. GMT or 3 p.m. GMT, depending on for the Sunday streams, and 7 p.m. GMT for the weekly streams. And once it changes to an hour earlier, then you know that daylight saving time, aka summertime, has hit Europe. So keep your eyes on that. Last thing I want to say is I'm very honored that all of you are subscribed to me here on YouTube, and for those that follow me on Twitch, I'm very honored. I'm very glad that you guys support me through this. Really, if you don't follow me on Twitch, you should, because that is literally the best way to talk to me. Because I really like to talk to my audience, and I will take my time to read your comments and to answer your comments wherever I can. So it's really the best way to talk to me, and I really enjoy it as well. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hecthor Doomhammer. I'm primarily a live streamer, and you can find the link to my Twitch channel in the movie description. Also, if you want to be updated the soonest about what I do in terms of live streaming, YouTube stuff, and other random things, the best way to do that is to follow my Facebook page. You will also find the link in the movie description of this video. Also, I have a Twitter. I send out a tweet every time I go live, which is pretty much every single day at 7 p.m. GMT. And I also have a Steamgroup. So if you want to, play games with me on like Saturdays, then I'll only play games with those that both follow my channel on Twitch and that I have in either my Steam friends list and my Steam group. So if you really want to play games with me on a Saturday that are not mod related, then you definitely want to do that. My name is Hecthor Doomhammer. I hope you all enjoyed this. Please leave a like if you did, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.